where I am, and that I was receptive. At first I wasn't, and I would be honest, I was a closet drinker at first, and I didn't want nobody to know I was doing it, you know, and so my results started happening. So then I had to just embrace it, and my son said, and how they actually got me to do the product, they were like, we're gonna cover you for 90 days. We're gonna show you that it works. And I was like, okay. I said, that's kind of hard to reject, you know. And so I started, and I started getting results. I mean, instantly, you know. I was on insulin, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, neuropathy medication, and they diagnosed me with congestive heart failure. So they had me taking all this medication. And but every time I kept checking my blood sugar, my levels were just in the normal range. And sometimes it was under the 100. And so I was like, I can't do the insulin and do the product because it's gonna take me low. And so before you know it, I'm off of the insulin and all that. And the other part is that I'm excited about is okay, I'm gonna give you this last excitement that I just got just the other day. My eyebrows, I had breast cancer twice, and so when you do chemo, you lose your hair. And my eyebrows were taking forever to grow back in. I'm like, man, when they gonna grow back? When they gonna grow back? And I didn't really want to use no pencil because, you know, I don't wear makeup because I don't want it to be on my clothes and I don't want it to be on my hands. I never learned how to do that, so I didn't want to start that. So my eyebrows started growing back, and I was telling my son the other day when I was taking him to the airport, and he was like, oh wow, they are, you know, so my eyebrows are growing back. So that's my new thing. But the thing that I'm most excited about is my hormone change. Yeah, because you know when you go through menopause, which I went through at 38 because I had breast cancer twice, and so it actually plays a crazy part with women. The men have their things that they deal with, but women have things that they deal with, but nobody talks about it. And so what made me think about it was I was thinking back to when I first got diagnosed with breast cancer. I called my mom. I said, they diagnosed me with breast cancer. She said, oh, well, you need to call your aunt. So I was like, what you mean call mom? And she said, call, you know, and two of her sisters had just recently went through it at the same time. And so that was crazy because I'm really not a private person, as you can tell, okay? And so I called them and then found out that they had just gone through breast cancer. So when the doctor asked me, does it run in your family? I was like, no, nobody don't have it. But I had to go back and tell them, yeah, it does run in my family, you know? And so when I think about that, I think about the hormone side that the women go through. And so the dryness in the private area, the urges to be intimate with your spouse, and just the frequency that you used to have when you first get married, you know, and then you going through this and you be like, 38, wow, okay, and then you go, and then it gets better, and then here I am now, 61 years young, okay, and yes, and I'm so grateful to be 61. And then the other side of that is, so Mr. Gaines over here, this is my wonderful husband of 41 years. Yes, and so we've never had any issues with that, right? And so when I started taking this product, I was noticing a little bit more urge. I was like, ooh, okay. You know, I was like, okay. And then so, but then as I'm going through it, I'm like, I'm running this race, right? I'm running this race, but I'm not hitting the finish line. And I'm like, what is going on? And then he's thinking there's something he's doing wrong. And I'm like, no, bro, you bringing it, you know. That part is good all the way, but you still, if you're running this race, right, you got 3 people let's just say 2 people running the race, right? And you running, and you winning all the way, right? But you don't get the finish line. What good is that? I mean, it's good, but it ain't great. The finish line makes it great, okay? And so, when I started doing this product, I was like, so I'm hitting the finish line, right? And then the next time, more frequent, we're going from like twice a month to twice a week. And then I'm like, okay, I'm liking this. Okay, and then to get from twice a week to 2 and 3 times in the same session. So I'm like, okay, Lord, you make it up for lost time in the basketball. And I like y'all.
Pack my stuff. I got
Roll away and I go away for the rest of my life.
she's done.
No, he on product too.
He's almost right.
He gonna have to because he